welcome to Short Story Scene. I am your host and storyteller, and here we have a tale called Inferno by Dante Alighieri. Canto 19. O Simon Magus, O forlorn disciples, ye who the things of God, which ought be the bridges of holiness rapturously, for silver and for gold do prostitute, now it behooves for you the trumpet sound, because in the third boulgie ye abide. We had already on the following tomb, ascending to the portion of the crag, where over the middle of the moat hangs plumb. Wisdom supreme, O how great art thou showest, in heaven and earth, and in the evil world, and with the justice doth thou power distribute. I saw upon the sides, on the bottom, and the livid stone with perforations filled, and all the one side, and every one was round. To me less ample seemed there not, nor greater than those at my beautiful St. John, and fashioned for the place of baptizers. And the one which not many years ago I broke for someone who was drowning in it. Be this the seal all men to undeceive. Out of the mouth of each one there protruded, and their feet with the transgressor, and the legs upon the calf, and the rest within remained. In all of them the souls were doth on the fire, wherefore the joints so violently quivered, they would have snapped asunder wreaths of bands, even as the flame in uncourteous things it wont, and move upon the outer surface only. So likewise was there from heel to point, Master, who is the one who writhes himself more than his other comrades quivering, I said, in whom a redder flame is sucking. And he to me, thou willest have me bear thee down there along the bank which low itself lies. For him thou know his errors and himself. And what pleases thee to me is pleasing. Thou art my Lord, and knowest that I depart not from thy desire, and knowest what is not spoken. Straightway upon the fourth dyke we arrived. We turned, and on the left-hand side descended, down to the bottom full of holes and narrow. And the good master yet from which his haunch disposed me not, till to the hole he brought me, of him who so lamented with his shanks. Wherever thou art, and the standest upside down, O doleful soul, implanted like a stake, I say, began I, if thou canst speak out. I stood even as the friar who is confessing, the false assassin who, when he's fixed, recalls him so that the death may be delayed. And he cried out, Dost thou stand there already? Dost thou stand there already, Boniface? By many years the record lied to me. Art thou so eagerly say that wealth in which thus thou didst not fear to take by fraud a beautiful lady and then work her woe? Such I became as the people were, who standing, not comprehending what is answering him, as if be mocked, and now not how to answer. There are Virgilists say to him straightforward, I am not he, I am not thou thinkest. And I replied as imposed on me. Whereat the spirit writhed with both his feet, then sighing with a voice of lamentation, and said, Then what wantest thou of me? Who am I thou carest so much to know, that thou on the countess hast crossed the bank, though thy vested was with a great mantle. And truly was I a son of she-bear, so eager to advance the cubs that wealth above, and here myself I pocketed. Beneath my head and others are dragged down, who have perceived me in simony, and flattened along the fissure of rock. Below there I shall likewise fall, wherever in one shall come, who I believe thou wast, and time is sudden question I propose. But longer I my feet already toast, and here have been in the way upside down, and here will plant a stay with reddened feet. For after him shall come of the fouler deed, from towards the west of pastor without law, such befits to cover him and me. A new Jason will he be, in whom he read in the Maccabees, and his king was Plant. So he was governs France shall be to this one. I do not know if we're here too bold, that him I answered only in a meter. I pray thee, tell me now how great a treasure. Our Lord demanded the St. Peter first, before he puts the keys into his keeping. Truly he nothing asked but follow me, nor Peter nor the rest ask of Matthias silver or gold, when he by lot has chosen unto a place a guilty soul had lost. Therefore stay here, for thou art justly punished, and keep safeguard over the ill-gotten money, which caused thee to be vigilant against Charles. And were it not that still forbids it me, in reverence for the keys superlative, and thou hadst the keeping in the gladsome life, I would make use of words more grievous still, because for avarice afflicts the world, trampling the good and lifting the depraved. The evangelists you pastors had in mind, when she who sitteth upon many waters to fornicate with the kings by him was seen, and the same who with the 7 hands was born, and the power and the strength for the 10 horns received, so long a virtue to her spouse was pleasing. Ye have made yourselves a god of gold and silver, and from the idolater who defer ye, and save that he one and ye 100 worship. O Constantine, oh how much ill was mother, not thy conversion, but the marriage dower, which the first wealthy father took for thee. And while I sang to him such notes as these, either the anger or the conscience stung him. He struggled violently with both his feet. I think in sooth that my leader pleased with such content lip he listened ever unto the sound of the true words expressed. Therefore with his arms he took me up, and when he had me all upon his breast, remounted by the way where he descended, nor did he tire to have me collapse to him, but bore me to the summit of the arch, which from the 4th dyke to the 5th is passage. There tenderly he laid his burden down, and tenderly on the crag, uneven and steep, and would have been harder passage for the goats, thence to unravel to another valley. And that concludes Inferno by Dante Alighieri, Canto 19. If you like this content and like to support it, please head on to Patreon. That is www.patreon.com/shortstoryscene. I'd like to thank Drac for being a patron, and thank everyone for listening. And see you next episode. Bye.